we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life.
Hello, welcome to our channel. If you're new here, thank you for stopping in. Our channel is all things home and lifestyle, so if it's something you like, please consider subscribing. And for those of you beautiful people who have already subscribed to our channel, thank you so very much for your support. And now, let's get into today's video. Corey and I were in Cleveland, Tennessee the other day. We were there to work on our house plans, our new house plans with Goodman Creations. While we were there, I told him, you know, let's look for an antique store. We hadn't been antiquing in a while, and I thought it would be fun to hit up an area that we hadn't been to before. While we were there, we also found a thrift store, and that kind of started this whole week-long shopping adventure. We decided to hit a few local stores here around us. Oh, and we also ended up, believe it or not, at a flea market. Now, if you've been watching us for any length of time, you'll know that I have been dying to hit up a flea market. We finally found one, but I'm going to say I was just a little bit disappointed. It wasn't exactly what I had expected. I think I was hoping to find things that were more architectural, maybe some old furniture that we could maybe do some DIY projects on, things like that. And it wasn't that. It was very small. It was an indoor flea market. Like I said, it was a little bit disappointing, but that's okay, because the fun of antiquing, the fun of thrifting and flea marketing is the hunt for that perfect item. So I'm okay that we have to go and find another flea market to attend. I would love to hit numerous ones. So we'll continue to look for flea markets in our area to frequent. I would like to bring you along and show you some highlight reels from our little shopping excursion. And then at the end of the video, I will show you my haul. So let's get into it.
Open up the window, I'm breathing in the last of September. I can feel the wind blow, and the late summer sky is like a giant ember. Everything is turning into gold. The autumn leaves are playing chase, it puts a smile up on my face. They leave their branches one by one and whirl around there just for fun. Some are faster, some are slow, and some are high and some are low, dancing through the last days of September. Since I was a little child, every year for as long as I remember, all the leaves were running wild, going all the way until November. Turn the world around us into gold. A smile up on my face. They leave their branches one and chase it, puts a smile upon my face. They leave their branches one by one and whirl around there just for fun. Some are faster, some are slow, and some are high and some are low, dancing through the last days of September. When the autumn leaves are playing shade, just a Sunday morning rain, another sunrise by the roadside. Oh, it's an old and worn and stain, won't come out no matter how hard I try. And as the sun is coming up, I hear the sound of the waking city. I'll hitch a ride at the next truck stop, if someone will show a stray dog some pity. I pray, be still, my vagabond heart. Don't listen to the calling road. Oh, be still, my vagabond heart. You don't have to go. The end was there right from the start, and that ain't no way to live. It was always more than just playing a part. So baby, please forgive my vagabond heart. Again, the open road lies before me. That old itch was starting to burn. It's the simple things that always draw me to see what lies behind the next turn. It won't be still, my vagabond heart. It's here in the calling road. So be still, my vagabond heart. You don't have to go. The end was there right from the start, and that ain't no way to live. It was always more than just playing a part. So baby, please forgive my vagabond heart. I pray, be still, my vagabond heart. Don't listen to the calling road. Be still, my vagabond heart. You don't have to go. The end was there right from the start, and that ain't no way to live. It was always more than just playing a part. So baby, please forgive my vagabond heart. My vagabond heart. My vagabond heart.
The first item I want to share with you is this lovely little salad plate that I found, and I spent a little bit more than I would have liked to, but I'm having a hard time finding, I have a specific thing that I'm looking for. I want a floral pattern salad plate with gold rimming, and they're getting very hard to find. I would like to find some blue and different colors. The pink seems to be easier to find than anything else. But anyway, I did spend $14 on this one, but like I said, I'm having a hard time finding what I want, and this one, I liked this one, so it was worth it to me. Something else that I love to look for when I go antique shopping are old books. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be something particular. I mean, I would love to find a first edition of Pride and Prejudice or something like that. I mean, that would be phenomenal, right? But that's probably not going to happen and not in my price range. But I tend to look for any kind of old books that have a very French country color palette to them. And also I have been on the hunt for coffee table books, and I happened to find a very lovely one. Now, this one is it's Ann Geddes. She's the one that did all the really lovely photography of babies. Gosh, it's been years now, but it's just cute. It's got a bunch of little pictures of sweet little babies in them. And so I just thought it was really, really cute, but even better, I mean, how can you get better than babies? I don't know. But it is a solid linen black book, and it has no writing on it. I mean, there's actually embossing into the fabric with Ann Geddes, and it says "Until Now," but it's just a really pretty black linen covered book, and she had it marked inside for $20, but there happened to be a sticker. The sticker's gone now because she took it off, but there happened to be a sticker on it that said $12. Now, I don't know if it was because she had gotten it from somewhere else and they had already marked it and she missed it. So anyway, I mentioned that it was marked for $12, and she said, okay, I'll honor it. So I got this really lovely, large linen covered book for $12. I love it, and I just recently used this in my design on my coffee table for the fall, and like I said, $12, you cannot beat it. So like I said, I think that this is going to be a great addition to my new home. I would love to find some lighter colored linen books to go with this, but I just think that it was a super find. I have been on the hunt for any kind of glass jars that have a silver lid, like a candy dish. They've been increasingly hard to find. I can find all kinds of silver things, like silver serving trays and silver, teapots, and silver sugar and creamer sets and things like that, and obviously silver serveware. But I cannot find candy dishes with the silver lids. It's just been virtually impossible. Every time we go someplace, I look and I just can't find one. And I've been looking for them because I'd like to, in my new bathroom in the new house, have them out with maybe cotton balls or Q-tips, or just, use them as a tray or a dish to hold things in, items that I use on an everyday basis. So while we were at this antique store, I found this really sweet candy dish. And now this is not silver. In fact, some of it is starting to get a little bit rusted. So it's just a metal lid. You can see the screw right there. It's just a metal lid, but it was $5. It is vintage. And the thing that I like about it is that I can go ahead and clean up this lid. And I'm even thinking about antiquing it with some paint and making this unique and making it my own. I know it's vintage, and I hate altering anything that I buy at an antique store, but this one, like I said, it is rusting in spots, and so I don't necessarily feel too terribly bad that I'm going to do a little DIY on this. But I loved this. It's just so pretty. I loved the handle detail. It's almost got kind of an Art Deco type of little handle, but I can envision this being done in gold, and then this being done in silver again, with some paint. And also I found the larger one, so you can see the difference in size. And I was so excited to find another one, and they were both $5. I don't know why this one was just as much as this one, but they were $5 a piece. And again, you can see the gold handle on this one, the gold detail. So I'm very excited. And again, it's just a metal lid, but I'm very excited to personalize these and make these my own. And I'm going to continue to look for candy dishes with actual silver or pewter lids, but for now this works, and I'm very excited about them. While we were in Cleveland, we also visited a Goodwill, and I'm very excited to share some of my finds from the Goodwill store. So first we went down the glassware aisle, I have been in the hunt for just some very small glasses that we could use in the bathroom, you know, for mouthwash, or if we needed to take, you know, an aspirin or some, you know, medication or whatever. And I found these cute little water or juice, they're actually juice glasses is what they probably are, but I love the little design on them. I hope that it's coming through for you. But we ended up buying two. They were 50 cents a piece. So if for $1 we got two little cute juice glasses. But I like them so much that the next time we are in Cleveland, I think I'm gonna stop there again because I believe they had more, and I'm gonna see if I can pick up at least maybe 4 more. So I'll have a total of 6 juice glasses. I just think that they are so pretty, the little lines in them. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and try to see if I can pick up another 4 of these from the Goodwill. Another item that I found at the thrift store was this really pretty kind of aged brass, I guess it's a planter, you would call it a planter, and it has these really pretty little dainty handles on either side, and I paid $1 for this. Now this is something that if I had found at an antique store, I would have gravitated towards. It's just very pretty. It has a really pretty aged patina, and I did use this in my last styling video for the fall, and I love it. I will continue to change things out for the seasons. I mean, there's multiple uses you could do with this, but for $1, I thought it was a steal. So now moving on to the flea market. I have a few things to share from the flea market. I believe it was part of a set. This is the sugar bowl, and it's missing its little lid. But this little vendor, he had a bunch of like sugar bowls by themselves, creamers, things that were mismatched. And this one I gravitated towards this one because it's got this beautiful kind of a grayish blue. It's very French country looking. It's kind of crackled. It has these dainty little handles on either side. And I saw this I could have a bunch of different uses actually for this, but I saw it with some really pretty little flowers in it, you know, making it like into a little planter, or you can use it in a bathroom to hold Q-tips or cotton balls, or you could still use it as a sugar bowl and put in like little, you know, sugar cubes, or, I mean, there's numerous uses that you could use this for. You could put it on a kitchen counter with some garlic, you know, cloves of garlic in it. There's so many things that you can do with this, and I really thought it was pretty. And he had it marked for $5, and I said, "Will you take 2?" And he said, "Of course." And so I bought this for $2 at the flea market, and I absolutely love it. If you've been watching us for a while, you'll know that I love handmade soap. There's nothing better than some good handmade soap. And while we were at the flea market, there was some very lovely ladies selling their handmade soaps. And the little company name of theirs is called The Love of Soap. So if you can, go find them on Facebook and give them some love, because their soaps were phenomenal. And I love that they're made like bricks, but then they're broken. I love the irregular shape of that. I think it's just lovely. It doesn't say what kind of fragrance, but it's very subtle and they smell so good. I wouldn't even, they smell maybe a little powdery. Maybe that's why it's called Baby Love. It smells a little bit powdery, but I loved the scent of this. I loved the color of these. And so I'm super excited. I cannot wait to have a bunch of different handmade soaps and be able to display them in my new house. And so I did pick up 2 of these. I cannot remember exactly how much I spent on these. I want to say they might have been around $10 for the 2, but don't quote me. I can't remember. But anyway, it wasn't very expensive, and I love supporting any kind of mom and pop shop that, you know, people are they're selling their wares, they're selling what they love to do. This next item, I actually passed it up originally. We came to his booth and I saw it and I was drawn to it, But then I kind of talked myself out of it because of what it was priced at. And we went through the entire flea market, and I couldn't stop thinking about it. And so I went back to his booth and I made him an offer, and he accepted. It's a cute Turkish copper bowl or little kettle, I guess. Maybe something that they would have used in the day, you know, in the fireplaces when they cooked. But he had it marked for $45, and I made him an offer for $30. And he said he kind of hum-hoed around about it, but he finally did agree. And so I did end up, and it's this metal handle is really, really heavy, and it's just a lovely little piece that I cannot wait to add to all my other little copper pieces that I have bought for my kitchen. I think it'll just be really lovely. Again, I can put it on a shelf, I could put it on the counter, I could put, you know, garlic in it next to the stove. I think it's just going to be a really beautiful addition to our new kitchen in the new house. And I love it, and I'm so excited that he actually took my offer. So we went thrifting here locally at a Carnes thrift store, and I ended up finding this really pretty metal maple leaf, and you would have seen this in my kitchen fall decorate. It's so solid, it's heavy duty, and I got it for $1, and I just absolutely love it. It is so pretty, and I don't know, it said you need to buy me, and I said okay, and I need you for my fall decor items, and for $1 I couldn't beat it. So anyway, I did pick this up while we were at Carnes. Also, while we were at Carnes, I always look at their vases or anything that I can potentially transform into something else in a DIY project, and I try to look at things in a different way. But while we were antiquing, I did find this really beautiful crock that I wanted to purchase. I've been looking for darker ones, like dark brown, but this particular one, and I'll put a picture up here of it. You would have seen it in the reel when we were shopping at the antique store. I really loved it, and I really considered purchasing it, but it was $85. I don't want it to break the bank either. So the same day that we had gone to that antique store that I found that crock, the dark black one, we were at Carnes, and it was still fresh on my mind. And like I said, I talked myself out of it only because it was so expensive, but I really, really loved it. And I thought, oh, maybe I'll go back and get it. But while we were at Carnes, I found this. Now, granted, it's not old, it's not an antique, it's not vintage, it's brand spanking new, I'm sure, but that's okay because I can transform this into what I want it to look like. I can age it up, I can make it look distressed and old world, and so I was very excited to find this. I did spend $8 on it. Carnes tends to be a little bit on the higher end when it comes to the thrift stores, but they do have very nice quality things. And so I was very excited to find this because, like I said, that crock was still so fresh in my mind, and I thought, oh, I can make this look like that. Would I love to eventually own an antique? Yes, I would. I would love to own an antique, you know, crock of that color. But until I can afford to buy that, or until I can find one that's more reasonably priced, I'm going to make this one look just like it. I'm going to make this one work for me. So again, you know, when you're out shopping, and you know, if something resonates with you and you know that you can't afford to purchase it, or it's just not really something that's in your price range or a necessity at that moment, but you really want to make a decor item, you know, work for you, you can always go out thrifting and find items that you can make them into what you actually envision. And honestly, I find it's fun and kind of therapeutic to transform the look of something. So I'm very excited to take a stab at transforming this to make it look very much like that crock that I found at the antique store. Well, that does it for our latest haul from our antiquing and thrifting and flea market excursion. We really love doing this. We love looking for little treasures, and I hope you enjoy coming along with us on this. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, please consider doing so. It would help us out tremendously. Don't forget that like button, and again, hit that little bell. It will let you know when we upload our next video. As always, we appreciate you all so much. Thank you again for being here with us, and we will see you again next time. Bye-bye.
We got it.